G'day and welcome back for more Mission Improbable, and I don't have a connector at the front anymore, so let's build one of those. Back at home, I'm going to try and get things sorted out here relatively quickly. Then, I need to get myself into a ship, a new ship, something I can hopefully buy from the station here, and fly and see if I can get to that pirate station. See if I can do something with it. My thoughts are that I could buy, hopefully, a ship that I can then equip with guns, and maybe even a rocket launcher, or maybe something fancier than that. Who knows, I might be able to fit it with an assault cannon or even a railgun. Oh wait, camera on that would be useful too. Because if I can do that, then I can hopefully snipe any turrets that might be on that base, while also using the turrets to take out any drones that might get called in to help it. That's the idea anyway. We'll see how much... We'll see if I can manage any of that. Let's go turn in all our rewards and then see if I can get a ship. I hope I don't have to fly all the way around to the other side of the planet to get a ship. I'd really like to just get one here, because that would be a lot more convenient, obviously. But we'll find out. How much money do I have before I turn these in? 11 million. 11.6. I still have one salvage contract. Did I miss one? Well, it's possible I did. And it is one near that space pirate base, ish. So maybe I'll check that out. Whoops. Alright, so we got the Civic Hauler, which looks like it's got a 3x3 size conveyor port on top, which I could fit a cannon turret to. So that's not a bad option. Let's do price per unit. The Mini Merchant is also set up similarly. It's hydrogen powered, which will give me more thrust and more ability to maneuver, which is helpful. The light supply craft doesn't have any obvious easy spots to put turrets because those cargo containers are facing sideways. And the Lunar Scout doesn't help me at all. So it's either the Mini Merchant or the Civic Hauler. Battery and Atmo or hydrogen based. Let's go hydrogen. Just, you know, for something different. Now let's buy one of these, because that's too expensive. Let's do a bit of a refit. This is all in the hope that maybe there's some blocks that I don't have in this pirate station. Because if there are, awesome. Okay, let's have a look at this thing. We've got downward facing connector, which I can replace with a turret. We've got sci-fi hydrogen thrusters, and we got side mounted and a top mounted port. These side ones are going to be a problem because that thruster is going to cook them, so I may have to move that thruster backwards, the lateral thruster. Or even move it forward, because it could possibly go on here. Oh wait, I'm in a safe zone. Let's fly out of that first. I definitely want to get as many turrets on this as I can. There's no attachment points. No! That's annoying. I'm burning fuel while it's just hovering there. You know what? Let's cut this conveyor cap up. Let's pop a hydrogen thruster on there. And then we'll clear out this one and have the camera in the same position as the miner. Much better. So there is something slightly terrifying about this particular craft, is that it is directly piloted. That's a bit of an issue because I don't really want to die because I do have limited clones. On the flip side, direct piloting is easier, and the distances I am from the space pirate base mean that if I'm going to remote control, that's a long way to remote fly. And that worries me a bit, because I can't really recover a craft that's been remote flown that far. So I'm just trying to think about what I can do to make this flyable in first person and safer than it currently is. And I'm not sure what that means just yet. Let's go check what ammo I can buy before I start deciding what guns to put on this. Oh, I can't buy any ammo at the moment? I thought I was able to buy ammo. Oh, I can buy rockets. That feels like a mistake. Well, that changes things. I should have checked that before. I definitely should have checked that when I got back. I just sworn I bought, like I've seen ammo for sale. Check on my clone. There we go. Clone's still healthy. I don't know why I can't access the control panel of this with the highlights, but yeah. The vats, you have to hop in them to see what's in them and look at the control panels. That's why I keep doing that. Someone asked me in the comments and I was like, I don't think I'm missing something. And no, I'm not. You actually can't do that. It just doesn't let you. There's something weird about it. Might be unique to the vats that stop you, but I think it's all the cryotubes. All right. Without ammo, that changes things dramatically. Do I have any Gatling? No. And I just have those 18 rockets, and I could obviously buy more, but... Oh. I don't like that. I had plans. How can I get ammo? I have to go buy an assembler to be able to make it. Unless... Because survival kits can only produce the basic of basic pistol ammo. And unless I turn that into a bomb by filling cargo containers with it, which is not particularly effective against a drone, I have a stupid idea that I could use with lots of turrets. Because I can buy MR50A, can't I? How much of it can I buy? 93 until the next restock. I reckon I had myself confused and I had seen all of the hand ammo and was like, oh yeah, I can buy lots of other... No. But I could buy all of those, which I will. And I could make a carryable large grid that has a battery, a connector, and then is covered in interior turrets. I don't know how effective that would be against drones, but you know what? I'm here to find out. Let's do it. What's the worst that could happen? How many power cells do I have? Do I have enough? I have 87. I have exactly enough. Okay. That's good. No, I have another 63. Cool. So I've actually got quite a lot. Alright. Let's make this thing bright, so it draws attention to itself and we can see it against the orange of Mars. It's a pity I can't do this in small grid, but I actually don't have to have the battery in large grid. I can make this more janky, and I think I will. So I'm going to do, let's start with, what's lightest? I want the lightest, oh wait, no. I do want something that's got a bit of durability. Let's just go light armor. It's easy. So what I'm going to do is go connector. I'm going to put a small connector onto that connector. And then on that small connector, I'm going to put battery and then another connector. And then I'll pick up the whole thing with the mini merchant. Let's see how terribly that goes before I equip it with anything. My idea, obviously, is that this way I can use only a small grid battery rather than using a large grid battery, because large grid batteries are expensive. Let's have a look at the loot before I get too distracted by other things. I've got 2,374 kilos of magnesium powder, so I should be able to complete some of those magnesium missions now. 243 kilos of silver ingots, so I'm more than halfway there to another clone. And got a decent amount of gravel. That's going to help with the clones. 150 power cells. 36,000 steel plate. Wow, that's a lot of steel plate. Cool. That's a pretty good haul. How many small steel tubes did I get? 5,000! 5,000 small steel tubes. I think I'm okay on the small steel tubes, since that was kind of the reason I went out there. Alright. Let's get back to building this thing. Now that I've been distracted by organizing my inventory. So it'll be that, and battery, and that again. I should only need to make the connectors and leave the battery unmade and see if this is actually going to be carryable. So my concept here is that I'm going to try and bring these turrets close to the enemy base and drop them, or even just fly around with them. Am I drifting or am I fine? I'm okay. The inertia of the heaviness of it is a problem. Oh yeah, it's heavy. I don't think I can do any heavier than that. Alright. It's cheap. So it's carryable. It can work. But what do I do to get the most out of this? Oh, you know what? I think I'm going about this the wrong way. I have a totally different idea. And I think it's a great one. Let's get rid of this. Yep, no. Not going to carry this in because I was trying to think about how to deploy something like this, especially with the limitations on how many clones I have, so I really don't want to hurt myself. And the challenges of deploying something like this in first person only are significant. But over here, I have a vehicle that I want to redesign / rebuild. It's also a very large platform. So my thinking is, let's get the miner off because I do want to keep that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this thing in turrets. And I'm going to get the mini merchant. I'm going to fly out. I'm going to drive out there with the mini merchant on it. And when I get close enough to get into combat, I'm going to take the mini merchant off it. I'm going to inertia damp to the rover and then remote control the rover. So the ship will automatically fly with the rover, but I'll get a third person perspective on it. So before I go and use this as a battle barge, I need to get the valuable stuff of it. So that's things like these, the atmo thrusters. It's things like all these refineries, the hydrogen in the hydrogen tanks. There are a bunch of things that I need to get off this. But I kind of like this idea better, because rovers are just more durable, especially large grid ones. So the likelihood of me being able to stay in the battle is much higher. Alrighty, let's get rid of this. Let's build hydrogen tanks. Just need it. I'm gonna end up doing a temporary one, aren't I? I shouldn't, but I know I'm going to. Oh, no, I've got an idea. I don't know if this is actually going to be permanent, but I have what could be a cool idea for a hydrogen tank setup that doesn't use the big hydrogen tanks. So my idea for the fuel storage is actually use 8 of these lab smalls. The piping comes off the main branches here, goes into a tank up and down, and then I'll build some supports around the base of it. Then because these have connections on the inside, I can put a junction there and a junction there. Ugh. I accidentally turned auto rotate on. Ew. Oh wait, this is even better. I was about to do this with all of the piping bits, but actually, I shouldn't use that. Oops. Ow! Ow! Oh, I almost crushed myself to death. Ow! Ow, I need my health back. That was bad. All I was trying to do was replace that with a conveyor junction. Oof. That's the second nearest I've come to death so far was from squishing myself because I was trying to make something look nicer. That is so appropriate. Back to this. So what I was thinking was I should be using these conveyor junctions because of the square base to these lab tanks. Then I can do this. So we go back to these guys again. Gonna need to put something to support this in the ground. This will get replaced later with something that's better. I just want to get the core shape. Then, because I'm using these conveyor junctions, I can then go to pipes. And as long as I'm not linking to any other bits, I can put them around the outside to add even more detail. Who doesn't love more detail? Hold that up because I won't be able to get to it. Do I need to put the other blocks in? Nah. As long as I weld them up, they'll be fine. Yeah. I think that could look more interesting. I'm not sure it'll look better, but definitely leans into my pipe network mess aesthetic that I'm trying to go for here. By having more pipes and more little junctions and things. So I'll get this welded up, I'll get the hydrogen across, and hopefully this whole process hasn't taken so long that I end up not being able to actually get to the space pirate base before it disappears, because I still don't know if it's going to disappear. So I've set all of these ones to stockpile in the hope that they'll drain off the ones on the rover and have enough capacity for any O2H2 gen production that happens in the interim. Oh, I'm doing this a silly way. At least these top ones. Have I got a welder yet? Don't have a welder yet. I was about to say I'm doing this a silly way, but actually, I'm doing the only way I can. I haven't gotten a grid welder, otherwise I'd shove a grid welder in the middle, weld up all 4 at once. Not have to do all this flying back and forth with giant steel tubes. Are you empty? You are empty. Let's get rid of you. Okay, something weird is going on with the highlight on this cargo container. It has become very particular. I'm not getting any highlight, and I'm standing directly on top of it. That is very strange. I have to go like perfectly to one corner of it to get it. Weird. Need to get all these refineries off. Now I've gotten rid of the O2H2 gen, but that's probably not a good idea. But I might make it a bit more secure, because I'm going to remodel this thing a bit to become a bit of a better battle barge. So I'm thinking about this battle barge concept and how I'm going to be trying to utilize really low yield weaponry to attempt to control drones. So I'm going to need to have a lot of guns. The worry there, of course, is that needs a lot of ammo and I don't really have a lot. But also, it's not like I'm going to be using these interior turrets the way that I'm normally used to. But maybe my perception of what is a lot of ammo is based around the way I normally would use these weapons, which is set them up once and forget about them for the next 12 months. So maybe 15 magazines per gun is actually going to be enough. I don't know. I'm going to need to have so many guns. Also don't know how well equipped these pirates are going to be. If they've got missiles, then this battle barge has very little chance of survival. I'm thinking about the driving position, and one concept I had in mind was to possibly try and come up with 2 separate driving positions. One that's down low and can mostly see what the guns are doing and look up, and one that's up high that can be for the longer distance driving. And that's appealing in some ways, but there are some downsides to it. One of the big downsides, I think, of doing that is that I really do need to maximize my visibility of one cockpit. And I'm not sure that going the multiple viewpoints is actually going to give me the best outcome. So what I'm thinking instead is I'm going to put an extra layer of glass around my cockpit to give myself a little bit more survivability. So I'll still go with this industrial cockpit, and I'll make sure I've fitted myself out with lots of oxygen and lots of hydrogen bottles so that if things start going sideways, I can jetpack home. Which also means I should probably take the food out of here. Just don't want to be leaving that behind. I think the last time I tried to genuinely use interior turrets as actual defense against grids was so long ago they weren't using the same ammo they are now. So I'm so curious how this is going to go. Can I make enough turrets that they're actually going to be able to take down a drone? Or is it just going to be like shooting BBs that'll just do absolutely no damage at all? I think they should be able to do some damage, because rifles can definitely, if they hit well enough, do damage to small grid, because small grid just doesn't have much armor. Now, if they start shooting missiles at me, or start shooting at me with other things like that, I could be in a bit of trouble here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna possibly add back in the number 8 wheel, if I can fit it in here. What's that gap between those wheels? It's 3, isn't it? 3 there, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. It's not ideal. Just kind of want to give myself the best chance to still be able to move if I get attacked. Alrighty, let's figure out some glass around here. We should be able to go 1, 2, 3, like that. Then I'll get gigantic window. How does that look? Yeah, that's gonna... Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not really obstructing my view at all. I should check how much glass I've got, because I may need to replace some of these blocks with plain old steel plate. How much do I have? Ooh, almost 2,000. That might be enough. It's goofy looking. But if you can make something work when it's goofy looking, you can try and improve it later. This doesn't need to be airtight, but, you know, can't help myself to make it at least look like it is. There we go, my little glass box around my cockpit. I'm sure I've seen other people do this, but I've never done it myself. I've thought of it. I've done like a single pane of glass in front of a cockpit thing, and Capac's certainly done it in some series we've done together. Never done it on this scale though. It should allow me to survive a single rocket. So if I do take a rocket to the face, which that reminds me, I should put some decoys out on some on some bits around here. I'll give myself a better chance to draw some fire away from the cockpit. Yeah, I've never done it to this extent or scale. And after that, I've got, yeah, still 850 glass. That's all right. It's not terrible. This thing looks so dumb now. It's about to get dumber. Still got my ladder, still got my method to get in. I should grab while I'm thinking of it. Bottles. Hydrogen bottle. Got 5 full oxygen bottles in there. I'll go and grab the other one out and refill it as well. Salvage contract is for encrypted data storage. And I have encrypted data storage. I think that mission might be busted. I'm gonna try it again. Just to get that out of my inventory. And get some more ammo while I'm in here. Oh, I clicked too late. I've definitely gotten that mission, so I'm just gonna abandon it. Ditch that. Buy some more ammo. Oh, only 22 this time. I'm really tempted to buy some rockets. And put a rocket launcher on the truck too. Just so I got something that's a bit heavier hitting. Maybe that I can manually control? Yeah, why not? Got a few rockets. Buy a few more. I don't want to put too much time into this. I kind of want to just get out there and give this a crack. So what we're going to do is grab our turrets. I'm going to get a rocket turret. 1 rocket turret in the middle. But I might actually pipe it up. I was tempted not to, but actually I probably should. I'm thinking, since I'm probably going to get these wheels shot at from above, I might put some coverings over them. Just to give myself a slightly better chance of continuing to move, because I don't really want to go to the effort of adding extra wheels and extending this. I am trying to keep this relatively affordable as a battle bus upgrade, because I'm not likely to be able to use this many times. There's only been 1 base I've seen that I could attack with this. So it's not like I'm going to be like, oh yeah, I'll get to use this again and again. No, but some stuff I learned from this I might be able to use again. Stuff like decoy positioning, the effectiveness of these turrets, that sort of stuff. All right, this thing looks ridiculous now. It looks like... it looks like a toy truck. It very much looks like a toy now. And sure, why not? Let's leave it looking like a toy. Let's lean into it harder. What the heck do I do with decoys on this? I have not used decoys in such a long time. I reckon, though, the places to have them would be somewhere out the front. Maybe off to the sides. Basically, far from the cockpit. And far from the rocket turret, too. Speaking of the rocket turret, you need to have your AI aiming radius way down. And I can manually target you any more than that. Let's just see. It's been so long since I tested decoys. I'm just going to shove them on the outside. This is probably a terrible idea. But if those get shot, that's not the end of the world. I can drive with 5 wheels. One important thing to remember is that the 6 wheels that I have here are excessive for this thing when it's light, when it's not loaded with stuff. And this is not going to be loaded with stuff. Now I just need to build all of the interior turrets. And then remember to get ammo into all of them. Okay, so that's 24 turrets. I'm hoping that's enough gunfire to make a difference. So I don't think I'm going to be able to arm more than that. So I've got 459 rifle magazines. If I divide that between 24 of them, I get almost 20 magazines per turret, which I think, to me, sounds like a decent number. And I can probably go and buy enough to put 20 in each if I go and buy some once I've loaded up some of these, because it'll probably take me nearly 10 minutes to load them up. Cool, so I've managed to get ammo into all of these guns. Some of them have 10 magazines, some of them have 20, most of them have 20. So that should be enough for a shortish fight. I'm not expecting this to be a long fight. I don't think the pirate base is particularly large. So we'll just have to see how it goes against it. I'm actually leaning away from bringing this with me. It's $1 million, just shy of, and it could be turned into something that would be an adequate fighter once I get the ability to make ammo myself. So I'm tempted to just keep this and just go with the rover alone, knowing that I can jetpack back all the way home if I get really stuck. I've got a couple of decoys. They're in a probably terrible position. I'll lose a front wheel, but that's as far as I can get from my cockpit, and also far from the rockets, which I think is important. So I think it's time for me to just give this a crack. Just make sure there's nothing in here that shouldn't be in here. Bring those rockets with me. Fill up my hydrogen bottle. And leave my good tools behind. I will bring some tools, but I'm not bringing these ones. What weapons do I have? I don't really have that much in the way of weapons. I've got the rapid fire, which I could bring just in case I want to grab some of the ammo out of the turrets and try and go on foot. I think that's unlikely though. I think if I'm going in on foot, I'm going in to grind stuff. Yeah, cool. I am ready to go. Oh, no, I'm not ready. Make sure my clone is fed. Food lasts 6 hours. Okay, good. Clone is good. Can respawn. Now, I'm less afraid of losing my one and only clone because I got a refinery on that last run, so I do have the ability to get myself more clones when I get back. So if I die on this run, then that's my plan. But off we go to the enemy base. Oh, defense controller? I should probably get a defense controller. Defense, AI defense block, you know that thing. What else will I remember that I should have done by the time I get there? Don't know that this defense thing is actually necessary. I don't have any weapons that can shoot outside 800 meters, but maybe it'll make my weapons a bit more effective. I don't know. Having a look at this thing on the move, it really is not doing anything to dissuade the notions of it being a toy car or a toy truck. It's got some good speed with these wheels though. Well, in good news, the salvage yard is still there. This should be very interesting to witness. However it goes, it's going to be interesting. And not terribly expensive. Like, yeah, I spent a few million on ammunition, but that's not too bad. Oh, I would like to have you control on my hotbar. So I can do this. Yes. So then I can look around. Oh, we've got a drone inbound. I'm thinking I just charge it. Because trying to take out the drones and then get close, that seems like a mistake. I need to take out its broadcast so I can't call in any more help. And that's what these rockets will hopefully do much more effectively than other weapons might have. Okay, oh, it's got a Gatling turret. Let's see if I can pick that off. My distance, what's my distance? 900. Oh. Come on, interior turrets, you can do it. It's shooting at the decoy. Come on, interior turrets. Yes! Yes! They're taking down the drone. Oh, hang on. Turret. Grab all of the turrets. Default options. Target weapons. Okay. Let's give that another go. We took out the drone. That was effective. And so was the decoy. They literally targeted the decoy. Okay, we're at 800 meters. Let's see if we can stop. And rocket. Rocket in. Oh, I missed. Oh, but I took out the turret. Yes! I didn't miss by enough. Where's the broadcast? That looks like a decoy. Oh, it's got its own interior turret. And that's down. Oh, heck yeah. This is a base. Let's go and take a look. Oh, fireworks. That freaked me out for a second. Let's get this down.
Inventory.
There we go. I think this is mine. I think that was success.
Inventory
I think that was a resounding success. Wow. Wow. I don't think I've had a win like that in combat in years. I'm stunned. I love this base though. It's got an engine. What else we got here? We got gates. Interior turret. Still got the Gatling turret up there. There's a reactor down here. What have we got in the storages? Let's claim the grid. More rockets and a rocket launcher. Handheld. What's in the U? Nope. Bunch of explosives. Not bad. Oh, yes. That was... I'm so glad I did this. I did not anticipate success, though. Oh, wow, that's a lot of nickel. Let's see. Now, the thing I was hoping for here was an assembler. I don't see one. Doesn't mean there isn't one, but I don't see one. Let's find out. 66. Oh, research materials. Wonder where this is going to tell me to go. 61. Oh, I could do that mission. I can deliver that. Because I've got a hydrogen-based ship that I didn't throw to the drone here. Oh, yes. I should do that. I'm going to do that mission. Claim this grid so I can just come back here. I think I'll try and get all the good stuff, and I'm going to go do that mission. Yes! Yes! I fully thought I was going to get annihilated here. But now if I have the chance, and I see more space pirates, I'm taking this ridiculous... I don't know what to... Charlie, that's bad timing. It's my dog flapping her ears. I don't know what to call this thing now that it's turned into a battle barge of sorts. Give me some suggestions. Oh, wow. I am without words because I was not expecting this. Ooh, elite rifle. Some credits. Sitting in the beds. Posing. Idea. What if we pretend to be that factorum group? Maybe we can get people to pay us just through reputation. All right, so we've got access panels, AR defensive block, air vents, antenna, armory, timer blocks, battery, cargo crates, fireworks, Gatling, hydrogen engine, sensors. Yeah, there's nothing here that I haven't already got. Did I see tank? Oxygen tank. Okay, so I don't really care about getting fuel off this. This would be all about grinding it down and getting all the bits out. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm very pleased. Now, I don't have any means to refill my hydrogen beyond the bottles that I brought. So let's bring this in nice and close so I can walk. And grind this thing down. I love that one of its fireworks still went off. It's moments like this where I'm looking at a base like this and going, this is cool. Wish I had a reason to have more than one base. Other than, I just want to. Because, you know, that's a valid reason. For a creative game like Space Engineers, that's 100% a valid reason. But it's just... Yeah. I don't feel like there's any game mechanic reason for me to do that. In fact, there's a lot of game mechanic reasons for me not to do that. But I wish there were reasons to do it, because I would totally love to set up multiple outposts and things like that. But it just never works out. It's hard enough to remember to finish off my main base, let alone multiple other ones. I was very lucky that the enemy turret on this base was just a Gatling gun. If it had been a rocket launcher, I would have taken so much more damage. The fact that it wasn't, let me get away with it. So now, once I get this thing ground down, I'll head back home, see where that deliver research materials objective is, although I do wonder if I'm perhaps spending too much time and there's a time limit on that. Is there? Oh, hang on. Duration an hour, 23 minutes, but it's a pirate mission. Is that going to be a pirate station in space? Oh, I got to find out now. Not sure this was worth it for the materials, but man, it was worth it for fun. And the materials don't hurt. Even though I am getting very close to the point where the materials don't matter because I should hopefully be able to buy myself an assembler soon. Look at how much Looking at how much magnesium was there when I was back at base last time. I'm getting very close. And there we go. All cleaned up. Let's get on home, and then we'll head up to space. I may want to repair that, that decoy to stop the smoking. Because I did get a decoy from that base, so I should be able to repair it. Let's do that. That smoking will get a bit much. Oh, I didn't check out the drone wreck either. Check that out. I doubt there's much of value there. You never know. Could have a reactor or something silly like that on it. Oh, it does have a reactor. Oh, not much uranium though. Oh, there's multiple reactors. Yeah, still not much uranium. Well, that definitely gets me all the AI task blocks and things. All the different AI blocks then. Cool, that'll do. Let's get on out of here. My victorious drive home. Just doing well. A little bit banged up at the front here, but it's doing well. And docked. Alright, have I got the goods on me? Yes, I do. Now, I just need to grab bottles. Back out of here. Because I'm going to be going to space, and I don't want to run out of air. Sure, that'll do. Let's roll. And... undock, thrusters on. Oh. Redock, thrusters off. This tank wasn't on stockpile. Let's fill the hydrogen tank so we can actually fly. While it's doing that, let's go hydrogen thrusters. And I want my up thrusters so I can give myself some overrides to fly up more efficiently. Can't be bothered doing a full-on thing. We'll just do the increase-decrease thrust override. Alright. Stockpile off. Disconnected. Thrusters on. Up we go! Hooray! Now, we're going to space. I'm so expecting this to be a pirate ship. Oh, sorry, pirate base. I'm hopeful it's a regular trade station. Like, not a pirate trade station, but a regular trade station, and they're just wanting to get these contraband out of the place, but I'm so expecting it to be a pirate trade station. I've never done one of these missions because they were always off planet. I couldn't do them. Whenever I found them out and about, I was unable to do anything. At least this is Mars, so getting to space is a little bit quicker. This is a little bit less of a gravity well with it being 0.9 G. Okay, I can kind of see the thing now. I'm still not out of gravity though. It's not broadcasting yet though. I'm so worried I'm going to get shot. This is going to be a very... oh, no. MTIF. It's not... I'm not going to get shot. Yes! Plus I found an in-orbit station. Bertona Station. Did I already have a GPS for Bertona? MTIF. I don't have any MTIF. So, no. Alrighty. We've arrived. And now I got myself another GPS. And I probably didn't want to have. It's miles away that I don't want to deal with. What I also do want to do, though, is... Are we... Yeah, we're in 0G, so that's fine. Hovering there. Market. Contract. Accepted contract. Recovery. Finish. Hey! I got some small amount of money. That wasn't why I came here. I came here to do... Oh, they sell ammo! Of course they sell ammo! They even sell player-made... Well, sort of player-made weapon. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. An industrial corvette, you say? To shreds, you say? Rook gunship? Oh, man. Okay, these guys I am really glad I found. I can buy ammo from them. I can buy, like, equipped gunships. Oh, nice. I mean, that's only a pair of Gatlings, but still, it's a pre-made good. I want more of this faction. Sweet. I need to save the GPS of where this is. There we go. Sweet. Oh, that's great. I'm looking forward to where this is going to lead me. Especially as, do you guys have any bounty contracts? No. What about courier? No. Hauling? No. Okay. All right. So you've got Oh, what are your acquisition contracts for? Ammo, rifles, ammo. Still probably easier just to sell the magnesium down on this planet where I'm producing it. But still, not bad. The cool thing about this, though, is that I have now got the ability to buy ammo. So if it turns out that I buy the wrong ship and it doesn't have an assembler, I can still get the weaponry I need to go and try and start thinking about ways to take on the factorum. I'm going to be back very soon with some more Mission Improbable, and I will see you then. Aw, you didn't want to wave for me? I thought you'd do an outro wave for me, but no. Are you going to do an outro wave for me? You going to wave? No? What about you? You wave? How rude.